All right. Welcome to the New Council Annual Reorganization Meeting, January 3rd, 2019, 5 o'clock p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to do a roll call, please.
Mr. Dixon?
Here.
Mrs. Diglio?
Here.
Mr. Flynn?
Here.
Mr. Schlaffer?
Here.
Mrs. LaFleur?
Here. And let it be noted for the record that Mrs. Diglio is joining us by phone. So in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this special meeting was given to the two newspapers of record and posted on the official bulletin board on December 20th, 2018. At this time, I will entertain designation of a temporary mayor.
Nominate Deputy Mayor Flynn for temporary mayor.
Second that.
I will second that motion.
Gotcha, Matt. We have a motion by Councilman Schlaffer and a second by Councilman Dixon. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio?
Yes.
Mr. Flynn?
Yes.
Mr. Schlaffer?
Yes.
Mrs. LaFleur?
Yes. Mr. Flynn?
Thank you. Thank you for that selection. At this point in the meeting, I'm going to open the floor for nominations and selection for mayor for the term of 2019.
I'll nominate Helen for mayor.
Okay, I don't hear any other nominations. Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second the motion.
I make a motion.
Okay, motion by Councilman Schlaffer, second by Councilman Dixon. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio?
Yes.
Mr. Flynn?
Yes.
Mr. Schlaffer?
Yes.
Mayor LaFleur?
Yes. That I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of mayor according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Okay, thank you very much. At this point, I will entertain a nomination and selection of our deputy mayor for 2019.
I'll nominate Dan Flynn for deputy mayor.
And I will second the nomination.
All right, seeing no other nominations, we have a nomination by Councilman Dixon and a second by Councilman Schlaffer for Dan Flynn to be named deputy mayor. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio?
Yes.
Mr. Flynn?
Yes.
Mr. Schlaffer?
Yes.
Mayor LaFleur?
Yes.
Lorraine.
Please state your name.
I, Daniel G. Flynn,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey.
of the State of New Jersey,
That I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform
at this point, we'll go through some comments from our town manager and council members. Tom?
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of all Newton employees, professionals, volunteers, I want to wish Mayor Laffois and Deputy Mayor Flynn the very best of success in their leadership roles, and I look forward to working with them and all council members in continuing the great progress we have made towards making Newton a better place to live, work, and visit. The work we perform on a daily basis is critical to the long-term economic success and vitality of the entire county and region. This is a responsibility we take very seriously, and we look forward to carrying out the policies and objectives of the governing body for 2019 and beyond. I wish all of you in attendance the very best of health, happiness, and success, and to the good people of the town of Newton, I pray for your prosperity and a safe and enjoyable new year. Thank you, and may God continue to bless the town of Newton. Thank you.
Tom. Any other council comments? Councilman Shelford?
No, no.
Councilman Dixon? Councilman Diglio?
I just want to congratulate you, and I'm looking very forward to another year working with you and Dan. And I wish to say Happy New Year to all the people there and to everyone on the West Coast.
And safe travels tonight to you, Sandy.
Thanks.
Deputy Mayor Flynn?
Congratulations again for you're going to be the longest standing mayor in recent history, as far as I know. So congratulations on that. I think there's some good things going on right now, so that continues. Thank you to my two new colleagues. It's been a pleasure to work with. I appreciate the nomination. Let's get a lot done in 2019. Thank you.
So of course I have some comments. Good evening. Welcome to our annual reorganization meeting. And for the first time, we're holding this meeting in January. As you know, it was the voice of the people made through an August vote that changed the date of future elections and thereby changing the date of our annual reorganization meeting. I'd like to thank my fellow council members for entrusting me with the honor and responsibility to continue to serve as Newton's mayor. I'd also like to thank and welcome Tom Russo, our town manager, Tom and many of the municipal staff that are here today, who I truly believe is the best municipal team in the county. My thanks and appreciation to each of you for the great customer service that you provide each day to the residents and business owners in the town of Newton. Also here with us today are town engineers, legal advisors, our police chief, our fire chiefs, town auditor, and many others, and I thank you all for being here and for your continued support. We can't do our job successfully here on the dais and effectively without each of you providing sound guidance. Get ready, because we still have lots of work to continue to do, and we're all excited to get started and equally excited to work with each of you in the coming year. In 2019, we will continue the momentum of the past 6 months. Back in July, as a governing body, we committed to the 4 C's as the framework by which we would make decisions. As a reminder, those 4 C's are customer service, communication, collaboration, and community. And so far, we've made great strides in many of these categories. And just here are some, just a few examples of what we've done in the last 6 months. We've begun to record our council meetings and make them available the next day on our website. We've increased our social media presence on Instagram and other sites. The council has had a positive can-do attitude, and we're involved in the activities that go on in town. At every meeting, we each take time to review the meetings and events we've attended in an effort to better inform our residents about what is going on around town. We've had many department heads come to council meetings to review what's operationally going on in their departments and to facilitate two-way conversations with the council and with the public. In preparation for the budget season, we've done a thorough review of the water and sewer facilities and begun to prioritize necessary improvements over the next 10 years. We've conducted a joint meeting with the Board of Education and continue to work on a supportive and positive relationship. We've reviewed and made preliminary suggested revisions and updates to the master plan. We have reviewed and approved redevelopment plans on key parcels of properties that will enable new development in 2019 and that will also produce new jobs and ratables in town. New businesses have opened in town and there are more on the horizon. Reconstruction on Firehouse 2 is almost complete. In August, we had family movie nights in Memory Park, the town-wide garage sale, and merchant sidewalk sales. The Taste of Newton was in September, the Fall Festival was in October, and the Holiday Parade of WizardCon was in November. And we continue to support the manager's vision for the day-to-day operations of the town that we know ensures that the town of Newton is one of the best municipalities in Sussex County. And again, the aforementioned accomplishments are just a few from the past 6 months. Looking forward, we will continue with the 4 C's of customer service, communication, collaboration, and community, and we are excited about the work ahead of us. And as always, we invite you to be involved, stay informed, and take great pride in our town. Thank you all again for being here. I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and safe new year. I thank you for your love of the town of Newton, and may God continue to bless us as we move forward for this year for a better Newton. All right, we will. Let's move on to the consent agenda. Typically, we would have the town manager kind of do a synopsis and overview of the resolutions, but as with the annual reorganization meetings, many of these resolutions, as you found on copies of the meeting agenda, are pretty self-explanatory. So unless the council has any questions or has any requests to remove any of them, we'll kind of move forward with the consent. Mr. Russo, was there anything in particular of these that you wanted to point out?
No, some of them are routine. Some of them, are annual in January. Some of them are July ones that have been moved to January. But unless there's any questions, they're all pretty self-explanatory.
And relative to Resolution 18-2019, no, I'm sorry, actually, farther down. Well, the list of bills and vouchers was sent to us earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Flynn and a second by Councilman Dixon to move the consent agenda. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio?
Yes.
Mr. Flynn?
Yes.
Mr. Schlaffer?
Yes.
Mayor LeBlanc?
Yes. All right, next we have appointments. We have a mayor's appointment of a Class 2 representative to the Newton Planning Board. And this is the appointment of Mr. Russo as a town manager by me.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. As was moved under the consent agenda, Deputy Mayor Flynn and I will continue to be the council representatives on the planning board. Councilman Schlaffer to the Economic Development, Councilman Dixon to the Board of Ed, and Councilwoman Diglio to Historic Commission as well. All right, at this time we will open the meeting to the public. Anyone that wishes to come forward, please state your name and address for the record. If you have a prepared statement, please provide that to the clerk so she can make note of that in the minutes. Any comments at this time?
Hello and Happy New Year. Maureen Snellen, Plainfield Avenue here in Newton. My question is, why is the meeting at 5 o'clock tonight and not 7 like usual? I think this is the second time it was an early meeting. I know a lot of people that would have liked to have been here tonight.
So, Mr. Russo, I'll defer to you, but from the perspective of the reorganization meetings, they've typically occurred on July 1st at various times, depending on what day of the week that's fallen. This meeting is always kind of an anomaly, and we typically try to do it within business hours so that staff and professionals, et cetera, can attend. I hear what you're saying, Mrs. Snellen, about being at a regular time. As I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, this meeting is different and new for any and all of us, and as a matter of fact, it was hard to get everyone scheduled to be here. Councilman Diglio is out of town, but I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a ceremonial meeting.
Yeah.
The former version of government required the reorg on July 1st. This new form requires the reorg the first week of January. The statute doesn't specify a time, so we went by what was convenient for both staff and professionals as well as the council. And there's also a county freeholder
Correct.
meeting after this at 6 p.m., which several members of the governing body would like to attend to represent the town at.
So that was the other thing I was just going to add to Mrs. Snellen, was that the county freeholder reorganization meetings at 6 o'clock downtown as well. So we had to try to make the best decision for all schedules considered. But we do have 2 regular standing meetings in January, on the 14th and the 28th. So those are at regular time, and we'll proceed with normal business at that point. Any other comments from the public? All right, seeing none, we'll close that portion of the meeting. Any further council or manager comments? Councilwoman Diglio?
No other comments.
Councilman Schlaffer?
Me.
Councilman Dixon? No. Deputy Mayor Flynn?
At this time, Mayor.
Mr. Russo?
No, thank you, Mayor.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn at 5:16.
So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion to adjourn at 5:16 by Deputy Mayor Flynn and a second by Councilman Dixon. All in favor?
Aye.